Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from where you're watching me from. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the channel. It's Thursday and it's time for Finding Forex Setup episodes. And as you all know, on Thursdays, I post Finding Forex Setup episodes here. The purpose of this is for me to teach you some of the various variations of the setups you are going to find every day when you're trading as a trader. So I do screenshots. I keep my screenshot in my folder. As you can see in my folder, as every professional trader, when you're trading, every single trade you're going to take, make sure that you take a screenshot of that particular trade because you have to keep it for reference. So every single trade you're going to take as a professional trader, you keep it in your folder. You take a screenshot and keep it in your folder so that in the future you can review your strategy, you can review your win rate, you can review your performance of your trading system. But if you don't take screenshots and don't keep it in your folder, then you have nothing to review. So that's what I do. You must also do the same. But on Thursdays, I take one of the folders. And then I show you some of the trades I took for that day or for the previous day, and then you also see the setups so that when you're trading, you keep them in your mind. You also be able to trade and find the forex setups easily. I trade on H1 and M15. So if you want to follow my step, then you can also do the same. So the setups I'm going to show you will be on H1 and on M15. So let's go to the charts and let's see some of the trades I took today. And you keep the setup in your mind, and when you're also trading, you also be able to spot those same entry, where to put your stop loss, where to put your take profit target, where to put your buy order. So let's start. Let me show you the charts and let's see the trades I took today. So let's begin with the current trade meter. And as you can see on the currency trade meter today, when I did the screenshot, I realized that the NZD was strong and the USD was weak. So if I want to find a trending market, if I want to find out that the market is trending, I will have to merge the NZD and the USD, right? Because if the stronger guy is chasing the younger guy, definitely the market will be trending. So if I want to find a trending market, I'll just merge the NZD with the USD, NZD versus USD. Then I'll find a perfectly trending market. Now, what else did I see on the chart? As you can see, the Swiss is also strong and the yen is weak. So these two pairs are weak. Can you see? The two pairs down here are weak and the two pairs up here, they are strong. We can also consider the AUD to also be strong because considering it from the H4, we have both of them. This one is strong, this one is strong, and this one is strong, which means all the three of them are strong. And the down ones are weak. So I like to take the bottom down ones. So all the down ones, these ones are also weak. So if I want to find a trending market, I just merge the stronger ones with the weaker ones. Then I'll find a perfectly trending market. So we can merge NZD with USD. We can merge NZD with JPY. So we can also merge NZD with the Japanese yen, JPY. And what else can we merge? We can merge the Swiss with any of these. So we can say Swiss with the USD, which is USD Swiss, right? And we can also merge the Swiss with the Japanese yen, so with the JPY, and Y. So these are the four pairs I looked at. And we can also find a ranging market. So I also merged the Swiss and the AUD. Can you see? Or NZD with the Swiss, but I'm not fan of NZD Swiss, so I search for the AUD with the Swiss instead. So for ranging market, if you want the market to be ranging, you want to find out the market will be ranging, you search for strongest to strongest. Okay, so I used AUD with the Swiss to find this one. So now this is what the currency trade meter gave me when I took the screenshot after that time. So let's go to the chart itself and let's see all the trades I took on all these ones so that you also be able to keep them in your mind when you are trading. You keep the setup in your mind and you also be able to trade and make profit out of the market. So let's go to the charts and let me show you the screenshots. So beginning with the NZD USD, as you can see, NZD with USD, and we are on what time frame? M15 time frame. And as I said, you can also trade on H1 or H4, but H4 is too far away. It's very long, so I don't prefer to trade H4. Don't trade on H4. Trade on H1 or M15. This same setup can be found on H1 or M15. So this chart is M15 chart, and as you can see, when I opened the chart yesterday, I saw the market was moving upwards. Can you see? Market is moving, and then it came back to this support zone. I realized there is a support zone here. I realized there's a support here, support. So I was waiting for the market to come back here and give me a confirmation pattern around this zone, but I didn't get any confirmation pattern. Later, the confirmation pattern came here at this side. This is the confirmation pattern. Can you see? That's a morning star. 1, 2, and 3. Can you see this pattern? You see these patterns every day. Good. So that was the confirmation pattern I was waiting for. I did not see it down there. So when I saw it up here, I thought that the market will come back a little, come down a little. Then I'll put my entry here and I'll ride the market up. But I couldn't do that because the market did not come down. The market didn't come down, so I couldn't take this trade, which means I missed this trade. I didn't take any trade here, saying the confirmation pattern was far away. Though I would have gotten a winning trade, but I couldn't take the trade. I wanted it to trade back a little to the support zone so that my stop loss will be somewhere here and my take profit would have been maybe somewhere there. But because it was too far away, I could not enter here. So guys, don't enter if the trade is too far away. If not, the market can just take you out and continue. Okay, so don't do that. So on the NZD with the USD chart, I did not get any trade to take, but keep the setup in your mind. What is the setup? You can see the market made support zones around this area. So when the market came back, I was waiting for confirmation pattern to take the trade here, but I didn't get any confirmation pattern, so there was no trade on the NZD with the USD chart. There was no trade. So let's move on to the next chart. Okay, so the next chart the next trade I also took was the NZD with the JPY. And as you can see, we are still on the M15. I like mostly to take my trades on M15. So what can we see? You can see that this was my entry and this was my exit. But the question is, why did I take this trade? Why did I enter here? And why did I exit here? Who can tell me, guys? Why did I do that? Let me explain to you. So you can see there is one strategy we trade every time, right? Breakout continuation trading strategy. So you can see power move, retrace, power move, and then there's consolidation. There's a breakout. When the market reverses back to this zone and gives a confirmation pattern, we take the trade and then we ride the market up. That is the breakout continuation trading strategy. So the same thing I found here. See, power move, retrace, power move, consolidation. Can you see? And there was a breakout. Now market retraced back, gave me confirmation pattern, so I entered here. My stop loss behind the pattern, my take profit 1 is 2, and I was out of the market. Successful trading, easy and simple. So this is the trade I took. Keep this setup in your mind. You're going to see this setup several times because as a trader, you must have the setups, whatever you're going to trade, in your mind. Okay, but when you open your chart, you must have them in your mind. So this is the setup I traded. I hope that you keep that in your mind. So this one was a winning trade. This is the NZD, NZD with the JPY. It was a winning trade. So I got one winning trade here. Let's see the other chart. But have you kept the setup in your mind, guys? Have you kept the setup in your mind? The breakout continuation trading strategy. So let me recap again. Power move, retrace, power move, and then you see consolidation in that area. When there's a breakout and the market retraces back, you wait for confirmation pattern around the zone and you ride the market up. That is the breakout continuation trading strategy. The same thing we found on the chart today. So keep the setup in your mind when you're also trading. Do the same. Okay, so here we are on the Swiss JPY chart, and as you can see, I took the trade here. My entry was here. My entry was here. My exit was here. So the same question again. Why did I take the trade here? Who can tell me? Why did I take the trade here? Yes. Which pattern is this? What can you see on the chart? Okay, this pattern is called the triangular pattern that I trade also every day. When I get such setups, it's very high probability. So this is called triangular pattern. The pattern says that when you see the market makes power move, retrace back, and power move and makes a lower, when you see something like this, you draw your lines across, and when the market breaks either the down one or the up one, you join the direction. That is the triangular pattern. So that's the trade I took today. So as you can see it here. You can see that I saw that the market was ranging. Can you see? Push, retrace, push, range, 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 range. So this is one of the lines, and this is the other line. Can you see, guys? This is the other line. So there was a breakout here. I entered here. I took my profit there. 1 to 2. And the moment I took my profit, see what happened? The market starts coming down. Though it came up again, but always don't take your profit too far. Make sure that you take risk reward of 1 to 2. So where was my stop loss? In this setup, where will you keep your stop loss? Why are you supposed to keep your stop loss in this setup? You are supposed to enter here because there's a break here. Then stop loss behind the pattern, take profit 182, simple and out of the market. So this is a triangular pattern. You can also see the same pattern on the chart. Where can you see, guys? Watch here. Can you see the same pattern on the chart? But I did not trade this chart the other day, so I couldn't get this pattern to trade. Can you see? Push, reverse, and then breakout. When it's a breakout, you could have entered anywhere here. You put your stop loss behind, you ride the market, and you take profit of what? 182. You're out of the market. So if you are risking, let's say you are risking $100, you always make profit of 200. Okay. If you are risking, let's say you are risking $50, your account is very small, you're risking $50, make sure you always make at least $100 before you add the market. Let's say you are a big guy, you can risk 500 as those who trade. We have big accounts, so you can also make 1,000 in return. But before you can do this, make sure that your account is bigger. Or if your account is small, if your account is smaller, like a small guy, you're risking $20 on your account, on your capital, then you must make what? Return of $40, which is 182 risk reward. Either way, so it doesn't matter the setup you're trading, it doesn't matter your account balance, you can always trade these kind of setups. So the triangular pattern, this is the setup I traded today. Can you see successful trading? So now 2 wins. Let's see the next one I traded. The next chart I was looking at was the switch with the USD. So let me open the switch and the USD. So in my folder, switch USD, can you see I've labeled everything? This is AUD switch. There was a loss. That one I'll explain to you later. This is currency trade meter. This is switch USD. Good. This is no trade. Can you see? I labeled everything simply, so that I'll always be able to revise it back anytime I'm analyzing my charts. Okay. So here on the switch USD chart, I did not get any trade to take because see the market was trending down. You can see the moving averages are in sequence. This is 200 moving average. This is 100 moving average. This is 50 moving average. But I didn't get any trade to take because after this moment, the market was messing up. So I couldn't take any trade here. And then this morning when I woke up I couldn't get any trade because I did not see any confirmation pattern here. I couldn't take any trade. Now that if the market, I'm waiting a while, if I'm going out, if I come back and the market has reversed back to this zone, I might take the trade and ride the market down because this is breakout continuation trading strategy. The one I explained to you in the first chart, can you see? Let me explain to you again. Watch, guys. You can see support, 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 support. So now the market has broken out. So if I come back and the market has reversed back and given a confirmation pattern, maybe by tomorrow or maybe later in the evening, then I can take the market down. I can ride the market and put my stop loss somewhere. So on this chart, I did not get any trade. But keep the setup in your mind. When you are trading, you trade the same. Okay. So the last chart I looked at was the AUD switch. Can you see the AUD switch? And that was the one I got a losing trade. So in the folder, what can you see? AUD switch loss. So let me open and show you. Okay, this is the AUD switch chart, and as you can see, this setup is called the range setup. So how do you trade this setup? You can see the market is ranging, and I entered here. My stop loss was here. That's why I was out. My take profit was here. But now you can see the market has played. After that time, when I was out in the morning, when I woke up early in the morning, the market was not played like this, had not played like this. So you can't see this. Don't focus here, guys. Don't watch here. This was the setup. So you can see power move and retrace and power move. Now, I realized that there was a touch here, there was a touch here, and the market was playing around. So the next criteria was for me to enter anywhere here. So this was my entry. But unfortunately, when I entered, the moment the market took me out, whilst I was out, the market began to reverse. So I was very surprised to see that the market just took me out and then reversed to my original direction. So it would have been a winning trade, but it's still a losing trade because the market locked me out and I was out of the trade. So this was the last setup I traded. So now, all the setups I've explained, you must keep them in mind so that when you're also trading, you'll be able to trade the same. So far, I got 2 wins, right? 2 wins today and 1 loss. So 1 loss. Okay, guys, so that's it. Those are the setups I took today and some of them this morning. So keep them in your mind. Keep the different variations in your mind. And then when you're also trading, you do the same. This is Owas, your mentor, and I'm signing out.